Ah, guys. I mean, I get it, right? Sometimes when you're out and about, there's a need to scratch your ass. You ever been out? Look! You're fucking disgusting! Get here! You know, and then they bring it up to their nose and sniff it. Oh my god. Hello there guys, how are you doing? It's Gabriel here, and welcome to my new World of Warcraft Classic leveling playthrough. And today guys, we're going to be leveling up my Dwarf Warrior by the name of Bawjaws. If you know, you know. So Wrath of the Lich King Classic came out last week guys. I've been playing World of Warcraft since 2009. I pretty much started playing halfway through the original Wrath of the Lich King's lifespan. So it holds a very special place in my heart guys. It's pretty much my favourite expansion alongside Mists of Pandaria. Now I am a retail player guys. I started playing Classic back in 2020, played it for 3 months, got a little bit burnt out and decided to take a break. That break lasted a lot longer than I expected, 2 years, but I returned a few months ago guys and got myself reacquainted with Classic and gave me enough time to get hyped about the upcoming expansion, Wrath. So yeah, now if you've already checked out my channel guys, you will see that it is an archive channel. I've been doing YouTube since 2007, and in that time guys, I have created and deleted a lot of YouTube channels. Unfortunately, a lot of my videos were lost to time, but I was able to recover a large majority of my content, and I am in the process right now of uploading that content to my channel. And you will see guys that I am no stranger when it comes to leveling playthroughs. It's pretty much the main thing that I was known for. In fact, I think there's roughly somewhere between 8 and 10 leveling playthroughs. So yeah, but what is a leveling playthrough? Right? A leveling playthrough is when you create a character and you take that character from level 1 all the way to max level, and in this instance that'll be level 80, and you pretty much record the entire thing. And I'm not exaggerating guys when I say that we are going to record everything. You're going to see me ding every level. You're going to see me do dungeons, battlegrounds, world PvP, arenas, raids. You're going to see me leveling up my professions. We're going to do achievement runs. We're going to do reputation grinds. Pretty much everything that there is to do in the game, we are going to record. We're going to upload roughly 1 to 2 episodes a day. Each episode is going to be 30 minutes in length. And I logged on to my main, who is currently level 72. We're working through all the Northrend content, trying to get to max level. And I did /played, and based on how long it took me to get that character to level 72, I estimate that this playthrough will take roughly somewhere between 350 and 400 episodes. So a little over a year, maybe more, maybe less, depending on how many episodes we upload per day. So we are in this for the long haul. But I would just like to make this little disclaimer before we get started guys. This is not a speed run. We're not trying to get to max level in the quickest possible time. Whenever I do a leveling playthrough guys, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. It's about everything that we do between level 1 and level 80. So nobody gives two fucks about the bread. It's all about that juicy, delicious filling, guys. And I promise that I will try and make this playthrough as entertaining as possible. I am purely doing this for fun, guys. So if you're looking for a speedrun, a video that shows you how to get to max level in the quickest possible time, this is not the series for you. There are plenty of other YouTube channels that cater to your needs. So yeah, so with that being said guys, let's get started. Obviously this is the first episode of the playthrough, the introductory episode shall we say, and there's going to be a lot of talking, a lot of setting things up, going over a lot of things, but I promise we will get some questing done in this episode. Phew! It only took me 4 minutes to get all that off my chest, but I need to take a little breather guys. I need to drink some water. My mouth's drying up right now, so I will be right back. Okay, so this right here guys is my user interface. As you can see, it's very simple, it's very plain, it's very basic, it's very minimalist guys, you know, compared to what my user interfaces used to look like years ago. Here's a screenshot. Now that was back in 2011, guys, 11 years ago. Look at the amount of stuff on that user interface. That's the kind of shit that I used to play with years ago. But now, you know, we're keeping it simple, guys, because I am quite an old fart, you know, I'm 38 years old and stuff, you know, and the less stuff on the screen, the easier it is for my brain to process what's happening, you know. Whereas if you've got all this stuff mumble-jumbled on the screen, my brain's just like, ugh, I can't cope. If you know, you know. If you can relate, you can relate, you know. But I've made my character, well, you know, made him look kind of old, you know. I don't know why, but for some bizarre reason, ever since I went into my 30s, guys, whenever I create a new character, I make him look old. I don't know why. I just subconsciously do it, you know. Maybe it's to make myself feel better about the fact that I'm almost 40, you know. And I picked a dwarf because, you know, I'm Scottish and stereotypes are funny. Yeah. Now, to be honest with you guys, the dwarfs in this game do have, well, essentially Scottish accents, right? You know, and I've got to go a dwarf, right? I've got to, you know. So, yeah. So, what we're going to do is we're going to very quickly go over all the add-ons that I've got installed. Then we'll take a look at our abilities, and then we'll just get our teeth right into this playthrough. Now, the reason I chose to go a warrior, guys, is because in all the years that I've been playing World of Warcraft, a warrior is the one class that I have barely played any of, and that's in both retail and classic. I have not played a warrior at all in classic, and whenever I played a warrior in retail, I think the furthest I took a warrior to was level 20, and I don't even remember doing that, guys. I just know that I had a level 20 warrior. I don't even know how long ago that was, so it's still a fairly new class to me, so that's why I chose to go a warrior. And guys, when I'm doing world PvP, I don't want to be a caster. I don't want to stand back and just throw fireballs at people. I want to get my axes and my maces and my swords, and I want to get right up in people's faces and just obliterate them, pulverize them, you know, pummel them into the ground, guys. Oh, I'm pumped. Anyway, let's take a look at my add-ons, guys. Now, I don't have the very best PC, unfortunately, guys. It's not even a gaming PC. I'm very surprised that I can do this leveling playthrough. The specs on this PC are just abysmal. But it does allow me to record, but unfortunately, if you take a look at my graphics settings, they're turned all the way down to 3, and I'm playing in windowed mode, guys. 720p resolution. That's how bad things are. So please don't comment too much about how crappy the quality is. Please don't watch this on a 4K resolution TV, and don't put it on full screen. Just watch it on your mobile phone, or just watch it, you know, in standard windowed mode. Don't put it into full screen. It's going to look like shit. Alright. But anyway, here's the add-ons I've got, guys. So I've got Addy bags. That's it right there. It doesn't look like much, but see, once I start adding stuff into my bag, I'll be able to show you just how awesome this add-on is. Trust me, I've been trying to convince my online friends to switch to this add-on, but they prefer bagging on, and I don't really blame them, to be honest with you. But once you start seeing this bag fill up, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I've got Atlas Look Classic disabled right now. There's no point in enabling it until we get to the level where we can start doing dungeons, and then we can see what kind of loot's available from whatever boss we decide to do. Auctionate it again once we actually accept the professions, and once we start putting stuff into the auction house to sell, then we'll enable it. It's just eating up resources, guys, so there's no point in having it enabled right now. Same with dailies. Until we can get to that level where we can start doing dailies, there's no point in having that on. Dominoes, this is pretty much my action bar right here. You know, people use Bartender 4, other people use Dominoes. I just prefer Dominoes. I like the customization options more than I do Bartender 4. So yeah, Helium is only for healers, so there's no point in us having that enabled. Mapster, you know how when you press M and it brings up the map and it takes up your whole screen? Well, Mapster pretty much does this. It doesn't take up your whole screen, so you are able to see if someone's coming towards you to gank you. So say for example you're like running, you're just doing this, see? It goes transparent, so you can see if there's a member of the horde coming towards you, you know? Whereas before, when it took up the whole screen, you had no idea if someone was coming to gank you guys, you know? So yeah, that's Mapster. Let's see. Nug combo bar is only really good if you go a class that generates combo points. Questy, well, everyone knows what Questy is, guys. If you've been playing Classic and you don't know what Questy is, where have you been? Have you been hiding under a rock? Seriously! You know? Get out from under that rock. You know, touch grass, smell a flower, hug a baby. You know, get out there and see the world. Stop hiding under that rock. You're missing so much. Then we've got Spy. Once we go into our first contested zone, guys, where the possibility of being ganked by the opposite faction increases, then we'll enable spy. But it basically lets you know if an enemy for the opposing faction is nearby, so you've got to be alert and on your toes, you know. Tell me when, guys. I don't really know if there's a need to enable this for my warrior. It basically tracks bleeds and dots and, you know, all that, and debuffs and stuff, either on yourself or the enemy. I don't know. I mean, do warriors have dots? Do we have bleeds? I honestly don't know, but we'll find out. And if it turns out that we do need to track certain things for a warrior, then we'll enable that and we'll get it all set up and stuff. TomTom. I'll show you what TomTom does in a little second, guys. Once we accept our first quest, I'll show you exactly what TomTom does. This is another add-on that I've been trying to get my online friends to install, and they're just like, nah, I'm good, bro, I'm good. Even though it is so freaking good, but whatever. This one here, guys, Watch Training. Basically, this is an add-on that was brought to my attention only just recently, within the past week. And it's this here. You go to your spellbook, click this here, and it tells you what you can learn off your trainer, at what level and how much it costs. So right now we can learn Battle Shout apparently off of the trainer. At level 4 we can learn Charge and Rend. It just basically goes all the way down to max level and tells you all the abilities that you can learn off of your trainer. Instead of having to go to your trainer and just guess what you might have, you now know in advance what the trainer has. And right now it seems to be mostly even numbers. Yeah, there we go. That's that add-on there, guys. Watch Training. Zygote, guys, I'm not going to enable that, guys, because that is a massive resource hog, and I'm using that for my main to try and get to level 80 in the quickest time possible. And Zygote, guys, is perfect if you want to get to max level in the quickest time possible, but it eats up shit tons of resources, and I'd rather not use that add-on while we're recording. And last but not least, guys, we've got this here, Deja Classic Stats, which is basically this right here. So before, guys, you had the stats right here. They were right in this little section right here, but now they're on the right hand side. And look at all these wonderful stats, guys. Just all you need to do is scroll down like this and mouse over, and yeah. And then it also tells you your item level, guys. See? So right now these are item level 1. So the higher the item level, the better. And whenever I wear green stuff, it will put a green border around your armor. If I'm wearing blue stuff, it puts a blue border around your armor, purple, etc., etc. So, you know, you just need to look at it at first glance to know, without having to like dig in, you know, and you get what I'm saying. So there we go, guys. Now let's take a look at our abilities, and then we'll start questing, guys. Apologies, I know this is we've done a lot of talking and a lot of setting things up and going over things, but this had to be done, guys. I promise you, from episode 2 onwards, we won't be doing any of this. We'll just be doing questing and making as much progress as possible. Okay, so hang with me. We're almost done. Right. That's about auto attack. This right here is Heroic Strike, rank 1. It costs 15 rage. Requires melee weapon. A strong attack that increases melee damage by 11 and causes a high amount of threat. Okay. This right here is the Dwarf Ratio Stone Form. It's on a 2-minute cooldown. It's instant and removes all poison, disease and bleed effects and increases your armor by 10% for 8 seconds. So basically, if we're up against a rogue or a druid or a class that slaps on diseases, then yeah, we just pop that and gets rid of all of that shit and increases our armor by 10%. So that's pretty good. I like that. Now, I know a lot of people will say, you know, if you're going to do a lot of world PvP and stuff, if you're going to go a warrior, you really should have went a human because of the ratio that they've got, every man for himself. That is kind of a broken ratio, guys, but I'm Scottish. I had to go a dwarf. I had to, right? What's this right here? Find treasure. Ratio 1.5 second cooldown. Instant. Allows a dwarf to sense nearby treasure, making it appear on the minimap. Lasts until cancelled. Ah. Okay. Oh wait. Oh right. So what does that actually do? Does that actually does that track the location of treasure chests? You know, like when you're out questing in the low starter zones, you get a lot of chests, you know? Mind you, the chests, since pre-patch came in, guys, the chests that you find don't contain anything decent now, which is kind of sucky, but yeah, that's pretty good. Right, nice. So we'll put that over, put it down here. Right, And that's us, guys. Now, I'm going to go and get a can of energy juice. It's currently in the freezer right now, so I will be right back, and then we'll start questing. Alright, guys. So, I've got my energy drink. Now, if you've watched any of my previous leveling playthroughs, you will know that I am a huge fan of energy drinks, guys. I love energy drinks. More specifically, Monster. Now, I'm not being sponsored or endorsed or promoted by Monster, guys. I'm just letting you know what I'm about to drink. Now, this is my favourite flavour, guys. This is Monster Pacific Punch. This is so delicious, so fruity. It's got orange, apple, raspberry, cherry, guava, pineapple and passion fruit. Absolutely freaking delicious, guys. Now, I refer to energy drinks as liquid madness, guys. And the reason for that is because whenever I drink energy drinks, I get a little bit hyper. And I wish I was exaggerating, guys, but honestly, I think it's just the sugar content. Or it might be the caffeine, I honestly don't know, but I get pumped. That's why I drink energy drinks when I'm recording, because it gets me in the mood for recording, you know. So, yeah, let's get this bad boy cracked open. Right. And let's bring my nose up to this, guy. You know, I'm an accomplished wine taster. Yes, I'm getting hints of... orange, guava, pineapple. I honestly don't know, guys. I just know it's going to taste good. It's been in the freezer. It's absolutely freezing to touch. Oh my goodness, guys. You know that way, whenever you drink something, it is so insanely cold that it legally should be ice, but it's not. It's like, it's defying the laws of whatever by saying, you know what, fuck you. You want me to be ice? Well, I'm not going to be ice. And I'm going to hold out for as long as possible, even though you are going to succumb to the temperatures, buddy. Trust me. You know? So cold, man. Oh. Right. Let's accept our first quest, guys. Who's this here? Sten Stoutarm.
What's on your mind?
Hey. What do we have here? You look as though you might need something to keep your hands warm, I'll tell you what would help. A pair of nice warm gloves. And being the kind soul that I am, I'd be more than happy to provide you with a suitable pair. I have one condition, however. I need you to go get me some wolf meat. Nice arrangement, You bring me some wolf meat, and I'll make sure you don't lose any digits to frostbite. Well, what do you say? So let me get this straight. You want me to go out there and get you some wolf meat, and in exchange you're going to give me some rabbit handler gloves? Please. I think we'll leave those gloves for the cloth wearers, guys, you know, because cloth wearers are fragile. And they are fragile, guys. But if you go up against a plate wearer, if a warrior or a paladin or a rogue gets close to a cloth wearer, you're just deleted, right? Cloth wearers, they like to handle bunnies with care. That's why they're called rabbit handler gloves, you know? Whereas us warriors, you know, we don't give two fucks about rabbits, you know? We'd take a rabbit and rip the ears off it. Not that I would never do that, guys. I'm just saying, as a warrior, when you're on the battleground, you don't want to be thinking about bunnies. You've got freaking two maces dripping with blood, you're frothing at the mouth, you're covered with the blood and sweat of your enemy. You're not thinking about bunnies. Let's see, wolf handler gloves, leather, and boar handler gloves. Now I know that warriors wear mail up to... it was level 40, but I don't know if that's changed with Wrath, but I think it's level 40, or is it level 30? I honestly don't know, but I know that we wear mail up to a certain point.
Off with you.
Yeah. Right, buddy, I'll do it. Now, what does TomTom do, guys? If you go over to your quest, questy, hold down control and left click, it creates an arrow and tells you exactly where to go. How do you not want to have that installed? It's so handy. Another thing that I like to do, guys, is I like to read out the quest logs. I know I could probably save a lot of time by not reading out the quest logs, but we're just doing this for fun, guys. I can put on a variety of different voices, and I like to read out the quest logs so I can experiment with those voices. Anyway, 18 minutes into the episode, that's us finally going to kill something. Right, ragged young wolf. Get here, buddy. I need your tough wolf meat. That's some tough wolf meat you've got there, buddy. Tough as old shoe leather. Choose heroic strike. So how do you like your meat, guys? Oh, shit. How do you like your meat? Like when you go into a steakhouse, do you ask for medium rare, well done, or blood rare? Are you one of those freaks that asks for his meat to be blood rare? Ah! It's fucking disgusting! You know, you're just sitting there and it's like, seriously, you've got to let that meat tenderise, you've got to let that meat stew, you know, release all its natural flavours. Ugh. I don't know. I'm just going to say, guys, I have tried some chicken over the years, right? And the texture has been kind of similar to eating jelly. Whew. I need to put the name. I know that's much better. Put the nameplates on. You know, like you're eating chicken, right? And it's like you're chewing it. And it's like, why is this all? Why is this got the texture of jelly? I don't think this is real chicken. You know, I like chicken to be nice and tender and stuff, you know. And I'm not the biggest fan of steak, guys, but if I was to order a steak, it'd be well done. I don't want to see any pink in my meat at all. And I think that's just because I associate pink meat with chicken that's undercooked, and you get salmonella and stuff. I don't think that's the case with beef, but I don't want to see any pink or it's undercooked. But I know that there's a lot of chefs in the world who would rather quit their profession than cook this expensive steak well done, you know. You don't understand, fella. You're missing out on all the essential flavours. If you make it well done, all those flavours just escape. I don't care! I'm paying £50 for a good steak, you know? I want it well done. Alrighty. So I'm pretty sure this is a 100% drop rate, guys. The Heroic Strike, there seems to be a slight delay, I've noticed, guys. I don't think it's because it's an actual ability. I think it just does not just to empower your next auto attack. So obviously there's a period of time between each auto attack. So I think when you press Heroic Strike, it will only activate as soon as the next tick of your auto attack starts. Is that right? Because it's not instant, I've noticed. Oh, no, I don't need to kill you. Wait, where's it goes? Right. See, I'm pressing it and it's not. But whenever it does activate, guys, it does pretty decent damage. Right. Now, with regards to what spec we're going to go, guys, you know, I actually have no idea. I know that warriors can go tanks. I don't know if I want to go tanks, guys. All of my other characters are healers. I've got a druid who is pure resto. I've got a priest who's pure holy. And I've got a shaman who's pure resto. I like going a healer, guys. It's pretty easy. You just sit back and just press some buttons and keep your team alive. There's no really much thought process that goes into it. You just try your hardest to keep your teammates alive. But with a tank, you have to think and use your brain. And there's all this responsibility and stuff, you know. And if you don't keep aggro, your teammates are going to blame you and end up kicking you from the group and shit. I just don't know if I want that hassle. Woohoo! Ah! Good shit. Right. There we go. Let's get these gloves, guys, because my freaking hands are freezing! Right, buddy.
You got my attention.
Ugh. Ah, wonderful. The wolf meat should do nicely. Oh, don't worry, Bawjaws. I wouldn't forget my part of the bargain. Here, one of these should fit you. Give me the bow handler gloves, buddy. Okay, simple rune. While you aren't helping me, this rune was given to me to pass on to you. Take some time to read it when you can have a chance. I'm thinking it came from the warrior trainer Fran. Take a gander at it and go find him inside Anvilmar when you've got a chance. Fran?
Safe travel.
Alrighty, guys, the warrior trainer wants to speak to us. I don't suppose you'd be willing to do me a favour, lad. A stack of letters came through the pass today, but I don't have time to send them along. They're all addressed to Talon Keen Eye. I've been told he's got a keen eye for things. That's why they call him Keen Eye. And you can find him to the west down the road. He's set up a camp next to the frozen lake. What do you say? I say, I think I'm beginning to become your errand boy, buddy. And I need his errand boy!
See you soon.
Fine, I'll do one last favour for you, buddy. One last favour and then that's it. Right. Belia Frosthammer, guys.
What can I do for you?
I hope you're here to lend us a hand, warrior. After the last Trogg attack, we could use all the help we could get. I hear all the buggers have been popping up all across the lands, and it seems Coldridge Valley is no exception. They've been spotted all over the hills to the southeast and near the frozen lake. And that's not all. Just a few nights ago, they attacked and overran our camp to the west. We're a bit short-handed here, lad, and we need strong arms to help drive the Troggs back. You mean those Troggs back there, buddy? The ones that aren't hostile? The ones that don't attack on sight? You should be ashamed to be... Like, see these guys over here, guys? They should be ashamed to be mountaineers.
What's on your
Level 65 and they can't handle a bunch of hostile freaking Troggs that you could probably one-shot. The fact that you allowed these Troggs to overrun your camps is a disgrace! We should give him the freaking rabbit handler gloves. Right. Let's see. Okay, should we go see the warrior trainer first, guys? Yeah, let's go kill some Troggs first, guys. Let's go kill some Troggs. I do not like Troggs, guys. Do you want to know why? Because they are the only mob in the game that scratch their ass and sniff it. Telling you guys, I can't be the only person that notices this. So cold. Ah, so cold. Like, watch. Look, they're disgusting. They're actually disgusting. Oh, Burley. Burley, come here! Yes! Disgusting, look at you! Ah, guys. I mean, I get it, right? Sometimes when you're out and about, there's a need to scratch your ass. You ever been out? Look, 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 look! You're fucking disgusting! Get here! You know, and then they bring it up to their nose and sniff it. It's, oh my god. It's like, you're out in public, right, guys? You're out in public. And there's loads of people either side of you. There's people in front of you, there's people behind you, there's people to your right, there's people to your left, right? But then all of a sudden, you get a really itchy ass. And it's not an itch that's on your ass cheek, right? We can just, a wee casual scratch. I'm just going to out my pocket for a wee second. Just shuffle it around to the back. Oh, that feels great. No, this is an itch that's right inside your ass crack, guys. And you have got to get your fingers up there and start digging through the muck to get to that itch. And people are going to know. You cannot hide this, guys. If you put your fingers right up your ass to scratch that itch, people are going to know you're doing it. And why, oh why, do people become overwhelmed with this compulsion to sniff their fingers afterwards? You know? It's gross. Look here! Oh my, oh my, oh. I fart afterwards, guys. That's disgusting. Come here! Oh, that's fucking rank. That is rank. You know? Yeah. Have you ever had hemorrhoids, guys? Have you ever had hemorrhoids? I think there's like two different types of hemorrhoids you can get, guys. You can get inner hemorrhoids and you can get outer hemorrhoids. The inner hemorrhoids are the worst because they are right inside your ass crack and you have to get up there and itch. But itching hemorrhoids runs the risk of popping some blood vessels, and that just makes your hemorrhoids 10 times worse. Yep. I've only had hemorrhoids once in my life and I've never itched my ass so much. I had to cut my nails and get the nail brush on my nails every single day, guys. It was that bad. It was gross. And you're sitting there enjoying my video, eating a sandwich, you know, probably a rolling sausage with brown sauce, and you're like, I'll have it later. Guys, these are real life problems, right? Don't sit there and deny it. That's another thing that irritates me, right? People who say, I don't fart. You get it a lot from females for some bizarre reason, like they're ashamed to fart. Farting is a natural human process, the same as pissing and shitting, guys, right? There's no need to be ashamed of it. As a matter of fact, you should be proud of your epic fart. A fart that stinks so bad that it empties a room. That's a pride thing, guys. You know? Just accept it. Oh, I don't fart. Oh yeah, so let me get this straight. In all the years that you've been on Earth, not once have you ever farted your ass! You know? I'm not buying that shit, guys. I'm not buying it for a second. So yeah. Moral of the story is, guys, if you need to itch your ass, try and do what I do. I try and squeeze my butt cheeks together and do that sort of as I'm walking down the street. Use the walking motion and squeeze your butt cheeks together and just get them to try and get the itch that way and stuff. Worst case scenario, just pop into a restaurant or something, you know, and ask if you can use the toilet. And in which case, please use toilet roll to itch your ass and not your fingers, because there's no point. I am gross. What a first episode, guys. The first half is just me all talking and rambling on, and the second half is just me talking about fingering your ass. Jesus Christ. What am I like, guys? Right. Well, I'm actually going to bring the episode to an end right here, guys. Like I said, we're going to keep the episodes roughly 30 minutes in length. Thank you very much for watching. Well, we're doing level 2, guys, and based on where we are on the XP bar, we're definitely going to do level 3 in the next episode. This is all set up now, guys. We don't need to do any more talking and setting things up. From episode 2 onwards, we're just going to quest, and try and make as much progress as possible. When we return the next episode, guys, we're probably going to go to the warrior trainer and see what he's got for us. I think it's battle shout, if I remember correctly, and then at level 4 we learn, I think it's charge, you know, and we'll just keep questing here in Coldridge Valley until we are ready to move on to Karanos. So, if you enjoyed the episode, guys, leave a like. If you want to ask me anything, leave a comment, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye! We need to take this boat, guys. Oh, please don't attack me. I'm just an innocent, please. I'm an innocent in this whole thing. Oh, I'm gonna get attacked, man. I'm so getting attacked. Oh, fuck off! What the hell was that? Are you fucking kidding me? He blew me off the edge. Dirty wee scummy bastard. Look at the state of you!